Hey, this is Mike Addis. Thanks for joining us. It's always a pleasure to bring you these videos. So this is kind of a holiday today. This is Veterans Day. So I'm going to make a short video for you and talk about how do you create your own e-commerce store. Now, there's a few things you need to understand about e-commerce stores. The two largest e-commerce stores, actually there's three largest e-commerce stores. We're going to talk about the two largest ones is Amazon. What? I thought Amazon was like, Amazon's an e-commerce store. It's the largest e-commerce store in the world. The second largest, I think, is eBay, and the third largest is Walmart. Walmart is the largest corporation in the world. It's $500 billion. It's twice the size of Amazon in terms of income revenue. But Amazon is the largest e-commerce store. Well, I didn't know it was an e-commerce store. Well, yeah, what do you think it is? It's an e-commerce store. That's all it is. You want to buy something, you buy it. E-commerce means you buy it through the internet, right? So that means if you create your own e-commerce store, for example, go to Shopify, because Shopify makes it easier for you to create an e-commerce. Start in the morning and you're done by noon. You have an e-commerce store. Then you're going to compete against Amazon, eBay, and Walmart. And if you're in electronics, for example, you're going to compete against Best Buy because they have a huge e-commerce store. And all the other characters that are out there that are competing against Amazon and eBay, because there's a lot of very large companies out there that not only sell on Amazon and eBay. For example, Dell Computers is one of the largest computer companies in the world. Lenovo, they sell on eBay. They sell on Amazon. So that means when you own an e-commerce store, and you're going to sell big brand name stuff, you have to compete against those gigantic companies. Well, I didn't know I had to compete. Yeah, what do you think this is all about? You have goods and services or products, let's say products, for example, that you want to sell. You're either going to sell somebody else's big brand name product, or you're going to sell your own creation. Now, I've already mentioned this 100 times. To sell something that you created, like yoga mats, for example, that was the big thing years ago. Let's create yoga mats. And you have somebody in China produce it for you. You have to then compete against everybody else that's selling on Amazon. Well, Amazon and eBay combined bring about 400 million views or customers they have a month. 400 million. And during the Christmas selling season, it just goes up. So now they have more people that are looking at their gigantic e-commerce stores. You're going to have to compete against those guys. Make sense? That means I own an e-commerce store. Mozak, M-O-Z-A-C-K, tech, T-E-C-H.com. That's my e-commerce store. I have over $1 million of products on the e-commerce store. Do I sell more on my e-commerce store, or do I sell more through Amazon and eBay? I sell more through Amazon and eBay. Why? Because they're in the search engines. So if you're going to search for something, where do people go? They go to the largest e-commerce stores. That means you have to compete against them. Well, I'm going to go and do it anyway. Well, that's fine. You just got to remember, you're going to have to spend hundreds of thousands of tens of thousands of dollars to get yourself into the high ranking on the search engine so that someone can find you. Well, I have 5,000 of my own customers. Great. I have 30,000 customers. If I send emails to my 30,000 existing customers, you know what they say to me? Trying to sell them directly instead of selling through eBay and Amazon? Don't bother me. Does it work? No, it really doesn't. Well, you're not using the right e-com. You have to make changes. Let me tell you something. To own your own e-commerce store is a long, slow, grinding slog through mud. And anything else you can slog through. If it's snow, slogging through snow, trying to get someone to look at your e-commerce store. So why are so many people doing it? Well, because they're trying to get you to give, they're trying to make money off of you. Shopify charges, the $79 store, I think, doesn't give you anything. I think the $79 store is the middle one. And then they have one for $225 a month. That's $79. So you're going to pay $100 a month just to try to open your Shopify e-commerce store. I'm not putting Shopify down. I mean, if you want to do it, go ahead. It's fine with me. I created my own e-commerce store because why? Shopify is going to make you pay rent every month to them. That's a monthly rental fee. Plus, they're going to want a percentage of all your sales. So when you add up all the fees that you're paying Shopify, for example, guess what? They become your partner. Amazon and eBay platforms are my partner. Let me give you an example. If I sell an item for $100 and it costs me $50, that means I made a $50 profit. The $50 is my money, okay? Then I have all my expenses I have to take away from that $50. But let's just say I end up with $50. Amazon and eBay are charging me anywhere from 10 to 14%. Let's say, including their transaction fees. PayPal, eBay doesn't use them anymore. But let's just say it comes out to about 15%. On $100, that's $15. So I make $50, and then I have to give them $15. So I'm actually making $35. That's all I make, because they're actually my partner. So they make about 25% of my profit. Does that make sense? So I'm actually in business with eBay and Amazon because I pay them all these fees. Yeah, but if you have your own e-commerce store, then you can eliminate the fees. No, you can't, because you have to invest tens of thousands of dollars in search engine optimization and advertising dollars, SEO, or advertising dollars to get into the top positions so someone can look at you through Google. eBay, Amazon, and Walmart control Google's top positions for everything. Does that make any sense? And the first position is Walmart. It's amazing. So if you put in used computer tablets, Microsoft Surface 3 or 4, for example, guess what pops up? Walmart. Why? Because Walmart has all this money, and they have figured out how to get themselves into the first position for a lot of goods and services that they sell. Does that make sense? So does that mean you shouldn't have an e-commerce store? No, I have e-commerce stores for other reasons, not just for selling product, which I sell very little right now, maybe over the next 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years, because I have full-time people working in the search engine optimizations. That's their job. But if you don't have money to pay someone, you're going to have to figure out how to get yourself into that first 1, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 positions. You can't just read a book, because I read the top selling books out there. And I even talk to the guys that write the books. Coombe, Coombe. I can't remember his last name. Put in Amazon Coombe. He tells you how to get into the first position in 90 days. Go ahead and try. It's a slog. It's not easy to do. It's going to cost you a lot of money to do it. So what's the up note? The up note is you have an e-commerce store so you can present it to get other products from suppliers. So certain suppliers require you to have an e-commerce store. So if I want to sell something, or get my hands on product from certain suppliers, they like to see that you actually have an e-commerce store. So then what do? Well, then I get the product if I can get certain discounted or products that they're getting rid of, because I'm in the asset recovery business. I'm trying to buy something that's not in-line product. I'm trying to buy product that they need to move out. Then I can get it for 20-30% discount, and I put it on eBay and Amazon. I can put it on my own store too, or I can just buy it outright. So the purpose of my e-commerce stores is not so much to sell product, but it's to get suppliers to give me the products that I'm looking for. This is Mike Addis. I want to leave on an up note here. I don't want to leave on a down note and discourage you from opening an e-commerce store, but I just really am here to just give you the straight scoop, and let's just dispel the myth that you're going to open an e-commerce store and make millions of dollars. It's not going to happen. We're going to have more videos coming up. We're going to talk about money and how to, make profits, because we're not in business just to sell product. We're in business to keep the money. Selling $1 million worth of product and keeping $500 a month, that doesn't make any sense. Mike Addis from Carlsbad, California. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't hit that subscribe button. Don't forget. We're going to have more videos coming to you. We're trying to produce another 25, 30 videos through the end of the year. I think we can do it. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. You're on YouTube right now, but don't forget to check out Addis Cash. That's our blog post, so you can read things. I know people don't read quite as much as they used to. I read a lot, and you can get more of the details when you read, and then you can go back and forth. Thanks for joining us. Have a great Veterans Day. Today is November 11th. If you're in the States, see you on the next video.